Another thing I said was that you wouldn't be able to see the sky down in that part of Kuhio because of the towers being so tall, and you said that you didn't think people were down in that part of town to look at the sky. I was a little dismayed about that.
Right. So what is your question?
My third argument,
what's your question?
I'm leading up to that.
I was clear then, and I will be clear again because you like to hear yourself ask the same questions, apparently.
I'm asking that legislation be introduced to prohibit commercial use of preservation land. That's what I'm asking.
How about you provide me something and we can look it over, and then we can go ahead and sit down.
I have sent you emails and I have left phone messages and I have never heard back.
I'm the chair. I'm the chair.
Where you stand in changing zoning on the Great Lawn?
Well, first of all, it's not called the Great Lawn to me because I grew up here, and to me that's Kuapa. So I'm going to call it Kuapa because that's what it is. So.
The district's councilwoman today accused the committee chairman of pushing the project against the wishes of residents. Rick Daysog has both sides.
The only thing that you are passing today or recommending to this council is what the developer wants. That is a fact.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Pine says Ozawa is rushing the plan through and ignoring widespread opposition in her community. She says he's taken the side of developers.
Hawaii News Now has obtained a copy of the internal investigation after Ozawa was accused of harassing another council member's aide who was supporting Waters.
Pauline Anakalea works for Councilman Ikaika Anderson, and the internal investigation details 4 incidents that took place last July where Ozawa questioned and sometimes confronted Anakalea about her support for Waters. 3 independent investigators say Ozawa, quote, acted unprofessionally by engaging in disrespectful conduct towards Anakalea and harassing her by repeatedly confronting her about her protected and private political activities and beliefs. They concluded he violated the city's respectful workplace policy and brought up campaign issues while on the job.
The Supreme Court ruled this was in violation of election laws. Ozawa believes the Supreme Court had a conflict of interest in this case.
The amount of conflict that this court has with my opponent is outrageous. Justices Wilson, McKenna, and Pollack were all nominated to the court by Mr. Waters, and I'm sure that they haven't forgotten about that.
And you replied to me that the Waikiki Neighborhood Board doesn't represent everybody in Waikiki. My second thing that I said...
I clarified that before you ask your second question. I think I clarified it very clearly to you, and I indicated I represent an entire district of 110,000 people, and everybody has an opinion. What is your question?
My third argument...
what's your question?
What is your opinion of open airspace and the quality of life that that gives to the people who actually live in Waikiki?
I was clear then, and I will be clear again because you like to hear yourself ask the same questions, apparently.